Hello. I am so excited to have been asked to present this year's award for career achievement to my dear friend and brother-in-arms, Richard LaGravenese. You know, it is a rare gift in life to discover that you have a profound connection with someone, both creatively and personally. And Richard is not only the finest writer I've ever worked with, he is one of my dearest friends. And the deeper our creative collaboration goes, so goes our friendship. Working with Richie is, it's an exhilarating experience for a director. Jamming. That's what Richie calls the sublime process of sitting for hours, often many, many hours, riffing on a theme, on a character, on a new idea, on an old idea, on a bad idea, on a seminal memory, or maybe a not so seminal memory. Expelling the crap, the inconsequential ramblings, and digging out the nuggets that might actually lead to something good, something exciting, something that we haven't exactly seen before. That singular idea that transcends the cliche and takes flight. Jamming. Jazz. That's what working with Richard feels like. It's worth pointing out that that Rich has no idea how good he really is. It's part of his charm, for those of us who know and love him. But his humility is also part of what makes him a great writer. What he does know with absolute, uncompromising certainty is when the music sounds right. And Rich is relentless in his pursuit of the true note. And he won't give up until he hits it. Richie never writes with a destination. He's all about letting the music guide him, letting the characters and the theme tell him where they want to go. He never settles for the familiar idea, the thing he knows will work just because it's worked before. So the result, when you finally finish your jam session, is that no matter what your plan was going in, Richie will return having written something unexpected, something that transcends everything you discussed, something better. You see, that's the thing about working with Richard. He always makes you better. And sometimes I worry about him. Because this way of working, you know, flying without a net, never allowing yourself to settle for what's expected, comes at a cost. Richie bleeds for the work, often in copious amounts. Not infrequently, it makes him physically ill. You guys know what I'm talking about. His family is laughing. And, you know, even with a wife as fiercely loving and supportive as the amazing LaGravenese, to help him regain his perspective on the work, to keep his life outside the office from collapsing, to make sure he eats, to fix the computer when it simply will not do what Richie wants, no matter how many times he enters the wrong password. Even though he has Anne and his fabulous daughter Lily to shore him up. This process takes its toll, so I worry about my friend. But then, I think about Richie's childlike intoxication in the presence of actors. Actors adore Richard, and he adores them, he dotes on them, he relies on them. He revels in their artistry and has gleeful pride in watching him bring his life to work. He started out as an actor and still thinks like one. We are his people. And I think about the rush that Rich gets when he's collaborating with a DP, or with a designer, or with an editor, or with a composer. Because the truth is that all the pain and all the uncertainty of the birthing process are really washed away by Richard's all-consuming passion for the adventure of filmmaking. And we are here tonight to celebrate the fruits of that passion with the WGA Career Achievement Award, which is, of course, something really to be proud of. But I imagine it's also a little tricky for someone as young and handsome as Richie. I mean, when you're 80, it's great, right? It's all good. But in your 50s, you might feel a little like that guy in Monty Python on the Holy Grail, you know, when they're hauling the bodies through the village, screaming, "Bring out your dead!" And the one guy goes, "I'm not dead yet." Anyway, what's so special about this award to me is that being honored by one's fellow writers isn't just a validation of the past work. It's kind of a shout of encouragement for all the work yet to come. And the other night, we were at dinner, and you said to me that you were feeling like you were entering a new phase as a writer, and a more mature phase, but also a rediscovery of that voice that compelled you to write in the first place. And once again, you inspired me with that, because once again, you were not settling for the familiar, for what works, for what, frankly, has made you so successful thus far. You are looking deeper into yourself to be more authentic, to be better. And so the timing here tonight with this award is perfect, because your peers in this room, who face every day the same demons that you face, are telling you to keep going because your voice matters. They honor you because your work inspires them to aim higher, to dig deeper, to not settle for the first idea or the 10th idea, but to wait until the note is true. So look around, brother, and take strength from them, because we have a lot more jamming to do. How about we take a look at some of what Richie has been up to for the past 25 years?